Hi everybody, it's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy. Reading The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. Yay, letting go. I feel like I need to share something. I don't know, this, one of my mottos since I've started doing these videos like 2 years ago was you got to feel it so you can deal with it so you can heal it. And you know, that's what's happened for me. Last month I was feeling some stuff and I didn't know I was resisting it at first. I didn't know what it was all about. I had to like kind of not stay with it, but I had to just keep talking about it while it was coming up. And then somewhere underneath, like in my subconscious, I knew that it was all happening for my higher good. It didn't feel like that way in my conscious mind. It was like, felt like, oh great, here we go again, here we go again, here we go again. That's what it felt like in my conscious mind. But underneath, I thought, I know in my subconscious, there was like a knowing that this is gonna transform me. This is something good is gonna come of this, because I'm feeling something I haven't felt before. I feel something's coming up, and I was feeling it, and I wasn't resisting it by numbing out. And I didn't even watch TV much last month. Like there was like multiple days in a row where I didn't watch TV. And in my early 30s, when I started on my spiritual journey, there was like 7 years where I literally didn't watch TV ever. I watched a couple of movies and stuff like that here and there, but like never ever hardly watched it. And so this last little bit, I haven't been watching TV again. So the reason I'm sharing that is I wasn't even like numbing out to binging on Netflix to like escape myself. I wasn't shopping, I wasn't overeating, I wasn't I didn't do anything too self-destructive. The only thing that was self-destructive was my mind, but I was sharing about it and I was talking about it and reaching out for help. Well, not at first, but then I did. And now I'm recognizing just today, like someone just asked me like, how's your day? I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's been just getting better and better and better and better, like consistently over the last almost 14 days. So like I say that because it's been almost 2 weeks since I like had a turnaround moment. And so I've been feeling it so I can deal with it, like love with what's coming up so we can deal with it. We got to be able to be aware of what's coming up so we can deal with it. What do we need to do to deal with this thing? And then we get to go through the healing. And then life just gets, I call it, I have new language these days, and I say up leveling. I'm up leveling, and it's so cool. So anyways, it's all about it, this process of learning what to let go of, how to let go of it, so we can feel it, deal with it, and heal it. So yeah, there's my share. Okay. So it's the 20th today. Is that the date? Detaching with love. Yesterday was good points. Oh, our good points. And my dear friend left me a voicemail while I was doing the video last night, and her voicemail was all about just like much gratitude for me. Like she was just sharing how grateful she is for me, and what were the words she used? Like one damn fantastic. I don't know. Anyways, so while I was learning about to feel my own good points, someone was sharing on my voicemail what she sees as my good points. Super cool. Anyways, okay, this October 20th, detaching with love. Sometimes people we love do things we don't like or approve of. We react, they react. Before long, we're all reacting to each other, and the problem escalates. Reacting. We don't want to react anymore. We want to respond to life. When do we detach? When we're hooked into a reaction of anger, fear, guilt, or shame. That's when we need to detach. If you're feeling that in regards to a person or a situation with a person, place, or thing, we need to detach. Okay, so let's detach again so we can see what's coming up. We're never angry actually or upset for the thing that's happening right now. It's because it's reminding us of something that happened in the past, typically way back in childhood. So that's why we got to feel it. So what's coming up? So we can go back here, feel that finally with a new support system, a new spot where in our lives where we can make decisions and choices, etc., that we couldn't make when we were children. So do that so we can not let go of the past, but get peace with the past. We want to get peace with it all. So that gets rid of this anger, fear, peace with ourselves in the past, peace with people in the past. And so we detach from this situation now and go back to the feeling part of it so that we can deal with it and then heal it. So we need to, when do we detach? When we're hooked into a reaction of anger, fear, guilt, or shame. When we get hooked into a power play and attempt to control or force others to do something they don't want to do. If we notice, I'm super not super, but I'm definitely way more aware of like control. Like when I'm like, oh, I'm trying to control the situation, or oh, look at me trying to manipulate and get something out of this situation, get something. What am I? I'm self-seeking. I'm seeking for self in some way, self-security and safety in some way, because I'm not feeling it in myself. So I'm reaching out to this thing to make me feel, and which is going to fail us, and it's a false sense of security. So but when we feel that, we start that, the human nature when we're under stress is that, and then we're in fear, then there's a loss of security. And so then we try to control and manipulate things to make things feel safe again. But it never works. It backfires every time. So when we get hooked into power play, so that's when we need to detach, when we're in a power play, an attempt to control or force others to do something they don't want to do. When the way we're reacting isn't helping the other person or solving the problem. If what we're doing, how is this working? I like to say that to friends who reach out. How's that working for you? I was doing this and I was doing that. How's that working? It's not. Okay, let's do something different. So when the reaction isn't helping the other person or solving the problem, that's when we need to detach. When the way we're reacting is hurting us. I notice when I act out in some sort of way, like when I look back and I tried to control a situation or manipulate, or if I've got angry, or I don't feel good about myself because I'm aware these days. So we end up hurting ourselves. So often it's time to detach when detachment appears to be the least likely or possible thing to do. If you feel like you can't detach, then maybe that's what it's saying here. If you feel like you can, then that's probably exactly what you have to do. The first step towards detachment is understanding that reacting and controlling don't help. Reacting and controlling do not help a situation. The next step is getting peaceful. Got to get peaceful. Remember, we've talked about that often in videos. When the plane is going down, stay calm, right? So we need to find a place of stillness and peace, and then come from that. We can't solve the problem in this emotional reaction when we're like inside. That's it's not going to be helpful because we're not thinking clearly with our rational brain of in the moment stuff happening. So getting peaceful, right. So we need to get peaceful. So understand I'm reacting and I'm controlling, so this is not going to help. So what do I need to do? I need to get still. I need to get peaceful, get centered, and restore internal balance. So you can come from, what's your come from? Are you coming from a place of fear? Are you coming from a place of peace? What's your come from? That's really important to look at. Take a walk, leave the room, go to a meeting, take a long hot bath, call a friend, call on God, breathe deeply, find peace. Find peace. And sorry, someone was just calling. So call a friend, breathe deeply, find peace. Find that place of peace and centering from that place of peace. So they come from the place of peace and centering will emerge an answer, a solution. What's your come from? Where are you at? Come from a place of peace, and you'll find a solution. Here's your prayer for today. Today I will surrender and trust that the answer is near. The answers are coming. Just have peace. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Gotta get back to that call now. Okay. Have a great day. Thanks.